Just a couple of months ago, it looked like that Sri Lanka are having a resurgence in Test cricket. They defeated England in a test away from home and they went on to defeat New Zealand 2-0 in a home test series. But now they have been brought back down to earth by South Africa, who have literally hammered them in a two-match test series. For South Africa, they have actually strengthened their chances as far as a possible spot in the WTC final is concerned. But then in case of Sri Lanka, their road to a possible spot in the WTC final has gotten even more tougher. So let's take a look at the possible WTC scenarios as to how Sri Lanka can still qualify. There is still 1% outside chance of Sri Lanka to qualify. They would need a multiple miracles. But then before that, let's take a look at the current WTC standings. Well, that's how the table looks like. Let's just be very clear about things here, that there are only 4 teams that are currently in a fight for a possible place in the WTC final. South Africa, they currently lead the charts with a total of 76 points and a percentage of points earned of 63.33. Australia, the reigning WTC champions, they stand second at 60.71. Well, India's, their place has actually taken a bit of a beating. They have slipped to the third spot with 57.29, and Sri Lanka are fourth with 45.45 percentage of points earned. Now, as it has always been our drill, as far as the possible videos of the WTC finals are concerned, we are going to assume one thing, that there are no further slow overhead deductions whatsoever in the remaining 3 test matches of India versus Australia, Pakistan versus South Africa, and the away series of Australia against Sri Lanka in January 2025. Now, this is Sri Lanka's current situation after losing to South Africa 2-0 in an away series. They still have a total of 2 matches remaining against the defending WTC champs Australia, and if Sri Lanka go on to win those 2 matches, then their best possible finish would be 53.85, which is the percentage of points earned. Now, will this be enough to confirm a spot in the WTC final? Well, more than 99% it may not be guaranteed, because at the very same time, Australia still have a few matches to play against India. South Africa are going to play a couple of matches against Pakistan. So that is where, even if Sri Lanka beat Australia in the remaining 2 matches at Galle, it might not be enough for them to qualify for their maiden or a possible maiden WTC final. So how can they still qualify for the WTC final that's going to take place in June next year? Well, they'll have to hope for not 1, not 2, but actually a total of 3 miracles. Well, Sri Lanka, first of all, they'll have to hope that India defeat Australia 4-1 or at least 3-2. Secondly, Pakistan defeat South Africa 2-0. Well, currently Pakistan have gathered some form. They recently beat England in a home test series 2-1. Then they went on to beat Australia in an away ODI series 2-1. And now they've also beaten Zimbabwe. So they're obviously getting some form. But then to defeat South Africa in South Africa is actually going to be a humongous task for Pakistan. And the third scenario is Sri Lanka beat Australia 2-0. So these are the 3 scenarios or the 3 miracles that would really need to happen for Sri Lanka to secure a spot in the WTC final. India beat Australia 4-1 or 3-2. Pakistan defeat South Africa 2-0. And Sri Lanka defeat Australia 2-0. And if these 3 things happen simultaneously, then that's how the WTC table is going to look like. India would lead the WTC charts here with a percentage of points earned of 64.04. Sri Lanka would be second there, the second finalist of the WTC final, then 53.85. South Africa, England, Australia would be eliminated. In fact, England are already eliminated from the competition. So that's how things are really going to look like. The road has gotten even tougher for Sri Lanka. Their fate is not in their own hands. What they can now really do is that they win their remaining 2 matches against Australia and hope that Pakistan and India pull off multiple miracles. What do you think about Sri Lanka's position in the WTC standings? And do you think that Pakistan and India can really defeat Australia and South Africa respectively in their remaining test matches? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Shashwat, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.